Movie Maniacs, Hulkamaniacs. Today's the last episode of Hulkamaniathon, but don't you worry, because next week we're going to have a wrap-up episode and look at all these movies as a whole. But for right now, let's check out Thunder in Paradise. The Hulkster returns to the beach to star as R.J. Hurricane Spencer, an ex-Navy SEAL. Hurricane, you say? His name is Hurricane? Then who the hell's Thunder? Is it his partner? No, that Rob Schneider knockoff is called Brew. Yeah, Brew. I'm gonna need a few fucking brews to make it through this shithole. Now, Thunder is the boat that Hogan is trying to prototype to the government for some major bucks. But when the government doesn't go for it, Hogan's left just short of destitute. So in order to save his boat, he ends up in this wacky fake marriage ordeal with some rich hotel broad who is trying to save her hotel at the same exact time. And it just so happens, the clause in her father's will says she can only keep the hotel if she gets married. So why pick Hogan to marry? Well, probably because the female-to-male ratio in this movie is like 20-1, and all the other men on the island seem to be wrestlers. Oh yeah, just like when we watched Mr. Nanny, let's do the wrestler roll call. We got Hercules Hernandez, Jimmy the Mouth of the South Heart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart is back, and oh of course, so is Brutus Beefcake, aka the Disciple, aka the Booty Man, aka the Zodiac. Oh wait, never mind, we already went through this shit. Oh, and wait, oh shit, one more wrestler is entering the ring. It's the fucking Giant Gonzalez. Oh shit, just got real. Remember when this dipstick debuted at the Royal Rumble and then went on to fight The Undertaker at WrestleMania 9 in that ridiculous Bigfoot outfit? Speaking of WrestleMania 9, you guys remember Hogan coming in with that black eye? Yeah, well, he has it in this movie. That's right, because according to the Hulkster, he acquired in a jet skiing accident during filming this movie.
What is this? Cyclops!
But other wrestlers have stated that Hogan was actually punched in the face by Macho Man Randy Savage backstage at WrestleMania 9. So, because of this, Hogan's eye is covered with a patch for the first part of the movie. But when the patch is removed, his actual eye injury can be seen. A small side story was written into the movie to explain the injury, where Spencer gets sucker punched by the anvil during an arm wrestling match. Wow. You know, coming off of Santa Claus's muscles, this one's, a little sweeter of taste, but it's still not one of the Hulkster's best. And like I said, next episode, we're going to have a wrap-up episode. Look at all the Hulkamaniathon as a whole. But for right now, let's hit the beach, get some tan, cause what you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania and Thunder in Paradise runs wild on you? I'll give you something to remember me by. It's hard to be the Hulkster getting married and all unexpectedly. He's got a lot of Hulkamaniacs that still want to wrestle with the 24-inch python, so needless to say that the fake bride-to-be doesn't take too kindly and calls for a disqualification.
Oh, well now, honey, don't go getting jealous. I was just giving him a little something to remember me by.
If you're not out of here in 5 seconds, I'll give you something to remember me by.
Hot kiss at the end of a wet fist. See if you guys can figure this out, because I don't understand it at all.
God, I didn't even think about it.
Well, you better think about it, because here comes the hot kiss at the end of the wet fist. What the heck does that mean?
What? He doesn't even get it. I'd like to keep one of these things for whaling. Ah, the jabronis of the sea are in full bloom, breaking crates and fishing and wait. Why does that dude got a rocket launcher?
Man, I'd like to keep one of these suckers for whaling. You spot a humpback off the starboard. Launch his stinger into his back. Fluey.
What the fuck you gonna do with a whale that's exploded, numbnuts? The point of whaling is to harvest something. I mean, what are you gonna go swim through the ocean for all the whale chunks, fuckstick?
Number 2.
An eye for an eye. As I mentioned before, Hollywood Hulkster has one nasty black eye during this film from getting sucker punched. So when he has the chance to give a little payback, he's all over it like Ultimate Warrior at a finger painting contest. What goes around comes around. That's right, Hulkster might be one buff beast, but he uses his brains more in this movie than in the others.
I wanted to. What goes around comes around. 1.9.
What goes around comes around works for this film because the Hulkster ended up doing a TV series on this movie, plus 2 other horrible movies in this series. Now with all that time being on the beach and the sun getting overly tan, isn't it any wonder why Booker T called him the N-word?
We want the gold, sucker! Hulk Hogan! We coming for you, nigga! We coming for you, nigga! You, nigga! Hulk Hogan! You,